Hey guys, this is Locke. In this video, I'm going to show you the level 100 meander boss. I'm actually going to show you a fairly easy setup you can, like a lot of people should be able to replicate. Um, it doesn't even need very specific units. I'm using these units, but you could probably replicate this with any other unit because what I'm doing is building resistance. And it's fairly easy to build the resistance needed for the level 100 meander boss. You can get 120 resistance from the chest piece, and you can get another 120 resistance from the negative rune. So that's already giving you 240 resistance. And if you look at the whole team that I'm using, I actually have just not significantly higher than 240 resistance. I have about 260, which is the highest, but most people have, you know, a bit less or around there, not significantly higher than 240. Um, in addition to that, I'm also using this, which is giving me an additional 20 resistance. Accuracy isn't as important. Sure, I mean, you can decrease the attack of the boss if you find that you're dying a lot faster. I am using Furbath and, how do you say his name? Adolphus. But you can use other units, you can use other healers. I find that Hexandra wasn't doing enough of a job healing. That's the reason why I brought these two. But you can even, instead of him, you can even bring a different DPS, which I'm kind of tempted to do right now. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, we will just use this. Just to note that this guy, my main character, is only 4 stars, so she doesn't have as much HP and defense as the other characters, so she might actually die. But you will see that it's not that difficult to do this boss. Um, even with this setup. So I mean, there's a lot of room for improvement. Obviously, you can bring uh, all level 100 units, and you can also see that Adolphus isn't really needed. I mean, take a look at his shield. Obviously, his shield is massive, but if you look at the damage that the boss does, it doesn't even break the shield, as you can see. So, I I don't really need to bring him. I could bring a different DPS instead. Uh, there's another way of doing this boss. Instead of bringing these high resistance units, you can also bring um, units that have immunity. So units like, for example, Thea, Catherine, those units will have very high, not high, but they will provide your team immunity to debuffs. And if you do that, then you don't really need to bring resistance. You can bring full out attack in that case if you want. So but if you're doing that, you probably need to bring at least two immunity debuffers, and not a lot of people will have that because you need to bring very specific units. Uh, so I thought I would show you this way instead because I think more people will be able to access something like this. So I thought building for resistance is better, and it's also easier as well. Um, yeah, so that's why I thought I would show you this instead. Now, the only if I'm having trouble with this, the only extra thing I would need to do is to kind of time Adolphus's shield better so that my MC doesn't die. But if even if my MC dies, it's not such a big deal. As you can see, I mean, the shield wasn't done too late, so I didn't really need the shield. But at the same time, my MC might even die because she's not fully leveled. But anyway, I hope you can kind of see what I'm trying to say. The main thing I'm trying to say is that building resistance does work. I mean, sure, debuffs do come through, but the boss has about 25% HP left, and with 25% HP left, I mean, he's only at 28 stacks. If I don't build for resistance, I mean, even by the time the boss is 75% HP left, he might get up to like 80 stacks, right? So this does work, and the units that you use after that, it doesn't really matter. You can use whatever units you want. Uh, like DPSing this guy, it doesn't really seem to be a problem. I have like 7 minutes and 30 seconds left. You might have to bring the healers to make sure that your damage over time doesn't go down too much, and also you also want to make sure that the boss's attack doesn't his final attack, his ultimate attack, doesn't one shot you. That's really all you have to build for, and that's not too hard. So hopefully this gives you ideas on how to beat this boss, at least for the level 100. Um, Theoretically, you should be able to scale this. So at level 110 Feymander, you might need to bring uh, more than 240 resistance, maybe. Uh, and obviously, it does get harder because you have to find ways to build your resistance up. But as you can see, this for this stage anyway, uh, for the level 100 Feymander, just building 240 resistance is probably more than enough. So I hope that's it for this video. I hope you guys learned something, and I don't actually know exactly where most people are at. I kind of took a break from the game 2 weeks ago, and then I started playing again this week. So I'm behind on some things like Feymander. I don't know where people are. I mean, leave a comment. Let me know what stage you are at, especially if you're free to play player. Say, I'm free to play player, and this is the stage I'm at. This is what I'm having trouble with, or something like that, so I can get a better idea. Um, but that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time. Take care now.